There we go. Love that blanket. Well, let's see who chimes in this morning, shall we? Dealing with memory lane. Today's a rough day. No doubt about it. There we go. Life. Trying to be patient before I get to running my mouth. Oh, fuck. The good, the bad, the ugly. Today is definitely ugly. Well. Oh, okay. I just got my notification telling me that I'm live. Man. So, today's little Kimba's birthday. Oh, Eric's in the house. Good to see you, brother. I was hoping for a friendly face. Today is little dog's birthday. And it's fucking with me something fierce. Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, and as soon as I got out of bed, she was on the brain. Her birthday today. I picked up that little dog from the ex-wife on New Year's Day. Back then I was driving an El Camino, and I can see it real clear. The wife was all excited to see me. She was living with this drug dealer dude at the time, and came in the house. Mama Dog was there, and she put Mama Dog in another room, and she brought out little Kimba. And little Kimba was just little tiny, man. Today was her birthday, so that's October 22nd, November 22nd, December 22nd. So she was like 2.5 months old, and she was tiny, man. I can remember the ex-wife was pretty heavy at the time. For her, she was usually real thin, and I could tell she wasn't using the junk, and she was pretty happy. And then driving home with that little dog sitting in the front seat, tears. I started bawling. I couldn't believe I had a little puppy. All these old memories, man. They just keep, I can't stop it. All morning. Already been outside a bunch of times trying to distract myself with birds and whatever. But PTSD, it's a bitch, man. Been trying to stay upbeat and in a good mood the last few days, you know? try to remain positive and all that. And today is just brutal. Sucks the fucking life out of me. Got a lot of good memories of that little dog. And makes it even harder. Missing her so much. Anyway, not trying to get all busted up out here. There are those who watch that enjoy watching me in misery. Little sweet Kimba, R.I.P. Thank you. Sorry, brother. Have to go through grief still. Miss her too. Thank you, Eric. Yeah. I remember when we were living with Tattoo Dave and Kimba was real tiny and I carried her in a swaddle and I went drinking at the bar across the street and the Fireside Bar in the Inner Sunset. And I had to hook up there and sitting at the bar with little Kimba tucked in, talking to people and, oh, she's so cute and all that stuff. And she was a regular in that bar, just like me. And when she got older and full size, I used to bring her in there on a leash. And when I'd sit at the bar stool, I'd put her in my lap, right? And so she was full size. And I used to let her drink out of my beer. And one night we were hanging out at the bar and I got that little dog pretty drunk. The two of us staggered all the way home because the tattoo shop, the bar was right across the street, and Dave Dog's house was only 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 blocks away, and then we'd stagger home up the hill. I only got her drunk once because I felt so bad because I knew I was being an idiot. Kind of like my mom getting me drunk, repeating bad behavior. But she liked beer. There's no doubt about it. So many memories, man. So many. And all morning, it's like these little short clips play through my head. Different time up here, the mobile home park, back in Frisco. Even memories when I lived with the ex-old lady and her dogs and my dog. Sleeping in her bed, it was her and I, my dog and her 2 dogs. There were 5 of us in one bed. I never got a good night's sleep. Fuck, man. Fuck, it's brutal. The kid, can't wait to see you be daddy to 2 more. Me too. Shurkin, good luck. God bless, Misfits. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for that, Shurkin. Appreciate you. Thanks for hitting the button, you guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's a long day. I try to break the loop, find a way to turn it off. But doing my homework, learning about being angry and sad, having this fucked up PTSD, I understand it, but it don't make it any easier. And the anger for me is easier to deal with because I can just let it go. whatever got me pissed, I can just let that go. And if it doesn't go away right away, I just sit quiet and it slowly mellows out. But the sadness part of PTSD, not so good at that. It'd be different if I wasn't so all alone. Really jonesing, like the kid, they're talking about getting 2 more dogs, man. Keep thinking that's going to make it better, but I know that's the wrong move. Trying to have 2 dogs while I'm still living here would be a huge mistake. Not to mention, I don't need to rub this sadness off on 2 brand new dogs. They don't deserve it. Instead, I think I'd come out here and rub it off on you guys. Fuck. But I appreciate you guys. You know, your love and support goes a long way. It does. I really didn't want to plug in this morning. I didn't want to come out here feeling like this. But I'm driven to do these videos because I know other people go through it. Oh, Macho. I'm so sorry. I saw your video. I couldn't even comment. I couldn't get any words out. I'm so sorry. Fuck. I'm so sorry. You're welcome. It was so hard to watch that because I know. Fuck, man. Sometimes life just ain't fair. All the shit I went through as a kid, you would think it would get easier. Life would get better. Grief never gets easier. Maybe one day. Fuck. So how's everybody else doing out there? Sorry, guys. I'm just working through these feelings. Johnny and his feelers. Back in the day, I would just get angry about something and it would make all the sadness go away, but I don't do that no more. I won't do that no more. Instead, I just work through it, just like with the anger. I don't mask my sadness with anger. But it was a great coping mechanism, but it's not the proper way to handle it. Sorry, got whatever happened to Macho. So sorry for it. There you go. Yeah. Wiped out. Day's just getting started and I'm fucking wiped out already. There you go, Macho. Oh, man. I swear, girl, I could see Sunny's face. She was chubby. When I picked up little Kimba, she was chubby. She looked good. And she was happy. I think back then David was sick with the brain cancer, and so they weren't using the dope at that time. And Sonny looked good. First time in a long time, she didn't look all sucked up from the dope, you know? But then when she left that dude's house and hooked up with that other David, she was back to using again, and what a mess. Having fat thumbs doesn't make it easy to type. It's all good. Kelly, holy shit, dude, I was just thinking about you. Metals are on fire. Yes, they are, homie. I was just thinking about you. I was out here talking about buying those trucks and selling off my stack, and what a mistake. I should have hung on to it. It would have done me real well right now. Now I got to try to sell those trucks. But if I'd have hung on to my stack, I'd be in a lot better shape right now. Thanks for popping in, dude. Thank you. Got me distracted from my grief, missing my little dog. But like I was saying, Macho, Sonny looked so good when she was with old David before he moved in with his sister, and then she got the boot and Mayan got the boot. Sonny used to tell me how David promised her he would take care of her and she would never have to worry about nothing. And then his sister tossed her out of that house. And Sonny lived with that dude so long, I told her, I said, in California, you live with somebody so long, you know, what do they call it? It's like being married, you know? Then she moved to Stockton, got her own place, had a job for a little while, working at that metal company, and then hooked up with that other drug dealer, David. And then her life was over, man. Kelly, one day at a time, brother. God bless. Thank you, Kelly. You're absolutely right, dude. One day at a time. One day at a time. That's all I can do. Like I was saying, man, this grief when it comes on and in these memories, you know, I got both dogs and the wife's ashes sitting right there. And 13 years ago today, little Kimba was born. And New Year's Day, she came home with me. Hanging out in the tattoo shop. Stressed out about work, the housing crisis. Lost my home and repossessed my truck and foreclosed on the house or all that shit, man. Or actually, yeah, they foreclosed, not short sold. It foreclosed. My trolls. Oh, man. Sorry, I got all these memories, man. It's called unconditional love. We never forget. Whew. You're right about that. That little dog influenced me so much in my life. She helped me through some of the hardest times of my life. When I was drinking, I was a fucking mess. And she was always there, always loving on me. No matter how fucked up I was or how angry I got. When we lived at Dave Dog's house in the back bedroom when she was a puppy, I had a full pack of cigarettes sitting on the nightstand, and she would stay in my room while I was at work. And she chewed up this pack of cigarettes, right? And the cigarette butts and tobacco and shit, and was all over the place. And I hollered at her so bad because I didn't want her getting sick. If she ate them cigarettes and swallowed that crap, it would get her real sick. And boy, I got after her so bad. And thinking back on that, it's like, dude, what an asshole. By far, by fucking far, that little dog was the biggest influence in my life. No doubt about it. That's why I say they're little angels. God created a dog to help get us through. It don't make it any easier when you lose one, though. Fucking wrecks you. When you get that close to a dog and it's not a pet, I don't care what anybody says. I've had plenty of people come out here talking shit. Oh, it's just a dog. Why you so upset? They're so much more than just a dog. They got a soul. I mean, you can watch your dog dream. Dogs can't dream if they don't have a soul. I'm no scientist, but I know what I know, and I know what I see. Just like when I used to come out here making videos, hooting and hollering about all my drama and bullshit and trolls, Kimba always jumped on my lap and pushed on me to calm me down. And I can remember tossing her off me. Get off me. I got to get this out. Such an asshole. She was just trying to help. Never again. When I get 2 more dogs, they will be treated like gold, little princesses. I'll never raise my voice to a dog again. My dogs taught me more after their passing than they did when they were here. I just pray that I survive this bullshit while I'm here and I can get started somewhere else and get that opportunity. But you heard the horn. No reason for somebody to drive by and honk the horn right now. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Durkin, not just a dog, they are a part of your family. Amen. Are you rich now after whole life struggle? No, I'm not rich now. I'm wealthy in knowledge. How about that? Whew, fuck, man. Gonna be a long day. I'm gonna try to get busy, take my mind off of shit, cleaning and chores and working on stuff. That helps to occupy my mind, for sure. Without a doubt. Kelly, I go to that dark place and get depressed times 100. Be strong for the people and animals that aren't here. I agree that unconditional love is a rare commodity. Amen. Absolutely. By the way, I hope you're a little bit better today. I'm hanging in there, Durkin. Today's a tough day. Today's my little dog's birthday. And I can't get off of this memory lane today. It's part of the grieving process. But I keep flashing back to so many memories. So many memories. If you go on a live that I posted, not my last one, but the one before, and down in the comment section, I linked a video of me and my dogs in California with them on the deck in the backyard. And LS made a comment, brought that video to my attention, and I had to watch a little bit of it so that I could click on it and share it. And I only watched maybe 30 seconds and it crushed me. And I can see him laying on the deck. It's tough to be able to visually see my dogs happy and then see their ashes on the mantle. It's heart-wrenching. There'll be a time when I can go back and watch all those old videos and enjoy them. But right now, fuck, it's like torture. Dogs are loyal pets in the whole world. Okay? Rest in peace to your little dog, Johnny. Thank you. I know you missed them. Sure do. Kelly, a wise man told me, if you have one foot in the past and one in the future, you crap all over today. Easier said than done. Yeah, I try to live in the moment. I try not to think too much about my future. I try not to dwell in the past. I try to heed that advice every day. There's nothing I can do about what happened, and I don't know what the future has in store, so to waste time thinking about that doesn't do me any good. But I'm fully aware of what PTSD is and how a shit childhood, or however PTSD affects you, or however you got it, it's very fucking real. And there is no easy way out when you're triggered or dysregulated, like the shrinks like to say, right? And that's me today. Very, very emotional. You know, I can be a very angry, mean, and tough person when I need to be. But when I get to feeling like this, I just feel like a puss. But I can't control it. I have to deal with it. And I didn't want to make this live today, but I know there's a lot of folks out there in the world that suffer. You know, PTSD comes from many places. And when you know you're not all alone, and you know that it will pass, today will come and go, tomorrow will be a new day, and I'll feel better. I don't like to rub this sadness off on other people, but I see the value in making these videos. And how do I say this? You never know who's going to watch one of these things or what's going to help. And that way, it's not wasted. You know, my life experiences, I've come out here many times telling many different stories about how shitty my childhood was, but yet I managed to get a retirement from the sheet metal union. I managed to get Social Security from the government because I paid taxes for almost 40 years, 30 acres with 2 houses and all this stuff. So even though I went through all the shit I went through as a kid, got this lousy case of PTSD, you can still persevere. You can still manage to have a life. You don't have to give up. And as bad as I feel today, tomorrow won't be as bad. And I already know that. I've been through this before many times. It's not my first rodeo when it comes to being sad about my dogs, or about the wife, or about my brother. It's a quite long list. Even came across, I was looking for something in a drawer, and I got my mom's old wallet. And in the wallet was an old driver's license. Expiration date, 1989. And seeing her picture brings back a lot of old feelings. You know, this PTSD comes from many places. But today it's all about the little dog. But even the grief of my dog will trigger grief about mom and my brother and my wife. It's all tied together. Head's full of it, man. Whew. Durkin, I shed tears with you, Johnny. Thank you, man. It hurts to lose something so dear. Happy birthday. Thank you, man. Whiskey. What's good, homie? Just out here running my mouth as usual. D-A-N-I. Danny Jean. Hi, haven't seen you in a while. Sorry about Mama Dog. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Little busted up today. Little Kimba Dog, Mama Dog's daughter, today was her birthday. She would have been 13. Reminiscing about how I went and picked her up at the ex-wife's house when Mama Dog lived with the ex-wife. And then I ended up with Mama Dog because she ended up homeless. The ex-wife couldn't take care of Mama Dog. She didn't have a home. And she had to move into an apartment, and she couldn't have a dog in the apartment. So she left her dog behind and found Mama Dog a home with a buddy. That didn't work. And then she stayed with my baby brother who passed away for a little while, and that didn't work out. So I took her. Had to reintroduce her to her daughter. Johnny and his fucking stories, boy. Fuck. Miss my boy too. Been gone 5 months. Love my life. Love of my life. There you go. Dane. D-A-I-N. Dane. Dane. Sean. Sorry about reading that screwy. Just think how the dog would have turned out if she stayed with the ex-wife. Kind of reminds me of the movie Butterfly Effect. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Mama Dog had a good life at the end of her life. And she had a good life with Sonny when she wasn't a train wreck. But Mama Dog had a lot of separation anxiety because when Sonny was stripping, that poor dog got left home alone a lot. And pit bulls don't do well being alone. They need companionship. And I'll get 2 more dogs. I just got to get out of here. There are, where are you now? Where are you now? Out of Wisconsin? No, I'm still here. Still in Wisconsin. I wish I was gone. I'll put this property up for sale in the spring. I got quite a bit of work to do to get it ready. And then, you know, selling season starts in the spring when it comes to property. So it'll go up for sale in the spring. Hopefully I can get enough out of this property to find 10 acres and a little house somewhere out in the cuts where I can have peace and quiet and a couple of dogs and start all over and start a dog rescue. It's my passion. I mean, my dogs are everything. Like I said, there's never been a bigger influence in my life than a dog. Little Kimba. So many memories. So many good times. That dog touched a lot of people. I was just missing and thinking of my dog Biggie. Last night he was my husky. Yeah, Durkin, it's tough, man. Anybody that gets close to their dog, their family, it's not a pet. I've said it many times. There are folks out there that get a dog because they just, you know, for security or something for the kids to play with, but they never get close, right? Dog sleeps on a mat in the living room or something. They don't sleep in the bed. My little dog slept in my bed every night. She never slept on the floor. My little dog spent more man hours with me than any human on this planet, by far. You know, by the time I was 5 years old, I was in a foster home. So I might have been with mom from 0 to 5 nonstop, but Kimba was with me for 12 years nonstop. So not even my mom was with me as long as my dog. No girlfriend, you know. Even my brothers were put into a different foster home. So they weren't even with me as long as my dog. No one on the planet. That's why today's so hard. And those memories are so vivid. But I'm grateful. Very grateful that I got to have her as long as I did. She was taken too early. There's no doubt about it. She was plenty healthy when she died. Mama dog was old and she was already sick, I could tell. But when Kimba died, it was a shock. I had, there's no way I could have anticipated the little dog going before Mama dog, you know? But like everything else in my life, everything's been asked backwards. Whew, man, wiped out. Day hasn't even got started and I'm already wiped out, completely drained. I'll take the physical activity over the emotional activity any day, man. It does. It sucks the life right out of you. Whew. 10 and 7. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all the kind words in the comments. I do. It means a lot. You guys help me get through. You really do. Like I said, I didn't really want to come out here, but I knew it would be good for me. And I know other people out there struggle. And it'd be good to put it on the record. The good, the bad, the ugly. Everybody has bad days. And when you know you're not the only one, it helps you get through. It really does. Someone once said to me, one of the worst things God did was making dogs lives making dogs' life so short. Amen. Yeah. God has a plan. There's no doubt about it. And my dog's passing taught me a great deal. And I'm grateful for that lesson. God brought me to this town on a prayer. I can look back and I can see the pieces of the puzzle, and he's got a plan for me, I have no doubt. And I don't know if I'll ever get this dog rescue thing full throttle, but my videos will be here long after I'm dead and gone if YouTube's still here. And other people will get something out of them. And I see the value in that. Because I've seen the value for me watching videos and people sharing their stories, and it helps. So I feel obligated to do the same thing, pay it forward. Whiskey, I'm sure your dog is with you every day. Absolutely. She's a new physical from that you may not recognize yet, but I believe reincarnation is a real thing. So do I. So do I. Yeah. And I know me and my dog will be reunited one day. I have no doubt. I believe our souls are attached somehow. People come into your life for a reason, and they've come into your life before. And we're all connected through God, through the universe. Call it whatever you want. I'm more spiritual than I am religious. And God is just a word to describe the man in charge, right? I've heard people talk about a soul contract. You know, when we come to planet Earth, we agree to come down here to learn something and contribute to the greater good. And dogs and people, spirits, souls that influence you are all part of that contract. I've laid in bed praying that my little dog will come to me in a dream. Nothing yet. But I know she's here. Her spirit is with me, for sure. No doubt about it. Mama dog too. Wife, my brother, they're all watching out. When I was in the tattoo shop, there was a gal, trying to think of her name. Anyway, she was kind of a psychic chick, and she did like a reading, a psychic reading, call it whatever you want, for me and Dave Dog. And she said that him and I we've lived other lives together. And she said she saw us on the battlefield together, and I started laughing. And I was like, yeah, I could see that. Even used to do some ghost busting with a buddy of mine, Brown John, back in the day. So there are definitely spirits here. There's no doubt about it. Good ones and bad ones. The devil is very real. Fuck. She's in no pain now. I bet she runs so fast. Yeah. I was just telling Eric that the ones that passed are in a better place. I've watched enough near-death experience videos to know that when we leave, it's a beautiful thing. No pain. Just pure joy. Those folks that go to the other side and come back, they speak with such reverence and such enthusiasm about what they went through, and it changes them. And I could hear it in their voice. Some of them, I can tell they're full of shit, But the ones that speak from their heart about what happened, I know it's real. It's a strange life, but we all will die one day, and we will all go to the same place. No matter what your religious beliefs or interpretations of this life or the next, there's no denying we're all going to meet our maker one. Yeah, somebody's playing games. I haven't seen the signal take a shit like that in a long time. Kind of funny. I get talking about something a little heavy. Interference. It's been a long time since I've seen the signals, the little circles. I'm sure the signal's coming across real shitty. All right, rather than sit here and play games with whoever's trolling me out there, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys. You lift my spirits. You really do. I appreciate all of you very much. And like I said, there's a reason why people come into your life, including you guys in the comment section. Who knows, Whiskey? You and I could be neighbors one day, brother. I'll be coming up to see you in Maine for sure. I don't know where I'm going to end up in this world. I just know where I'm at now is nothing more than a pit stop. Life learning lesson. And I learned a great deal from being here. And I'll take that with me when I start over. So on that note, have a beautiful day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.